So we're going to come onto your back and do our 10 glute bridges. So when we do our glute bridges, really think about tilting your tailbone up, ribs to hips, lifting, squeezing your booty. So when you come up in a bridge, you want to give your butt cheeks a really nice tight squeeze, especially if you really feel this in the tops of your thighs. Squeeze your butt together. So we want to start getting some blood in through the back of the body, kind of waking up the booty cheeks so that when we do some squatty leg stuff today, your butt can get in on the party and be awake and aware. So we have 10 bridges, making sure that you can look up and see the tops of your thighs and the tops of your knees, not bridging too high. And then just let that tailbone tap after every bridge, rolling up and down. Once we get done with 10 bridges, you'll flip it over onto your hands and knees. Hands below shoulders, knees below hips. We have 5 cat-cow. In your cat-cow, I want you to make sure your elbows are slightly bent. And then we're going to tilt the tailbone under and up. So it tucks under, and then it goes towards the ceiling. So tailbone to the ceiling, tailbone tuck under. We have 5 of these. We want to really feel that motion through the pelvis, through the hips. And a little bit, of course, through that low back, we're arching the back up towards the ceiling as well. Yeah, with the head and chest. From there, we're going to come down to forearms. One hand behind the head. Rotate that elbow up to the sky. Just get as much motion through the shoulders as you can. If you're just popping on replay, you don't need hardly any equipment today. A mini band and a hand towel will be perfect. That will be plenty. You'll want to have both unless you don't have a band, then you'll just have your towel and you'll be good. We're going to have plenty of ways to utilize that today. We've got lots of body weight stuff, a little bit of cardio moves. We're going to be in circuits today. So we have circuits, 3 exercises, 3 times, and 3 total circuits. And that's how today we'll roll. Total body strength today. So even though we'll get your heart rate up with that little bit of cardio, we're also going to work total body. After we finish those 8 rotations, you're coming back to hands and knees. If this bothers your wrist, you could always do it down on your forearms. I did lose an overhead light, didn't I? I did. All right, one arm and one leg. It'll come back on. Extended reach, push through the heel, reach the fingers, draw the belly into the spine. So we're trying to keep the back flat to the ceiling. And finding balance and stability here. So we want to go slowly, stretch, extend and reach. Flatten that back. Long fingers, long heel. You have 10 on each side. If this one's giving you trouble and you're having a hard time staying balanced, you can come to your forearms and extend one leg straight back. And start just working on that core control there. If it bothers your wrist, that would also be an option for you as well. Once we finish 10, now take your time. You can catch up to us whenever you're ready, but we're all going to stand up and start arm circles back for 10. Biceps by the ears. I was just talking about how the power was out this morning. This is just one light. It goes off, it comes back on. So I apologize that I'm suddenly in shadow. Hopefully there's enough light back there behind me. If we lose this one, we're going to be in trouble. After 10 arm circles back, we're going to reverse it. Come forward, reach forward. Big stretch up through the arms. We're just warming up the shoulders. Today, you're going to have lots of options to work harder, work less challenging. Basically, you're going to be able to pick the level that suits you today. So whatever your body's feeling, I want you to choose the level that best fits that. From here, we go 5 toe touch squats, arms up. Feet are as wide as the hips or a little wider. Round forward so you can get your toes. Doesn't matter if you're on your back, doesn't matter if you bend your knees. Drop your butt, press your heels down, lift your chest and shoulders. Right arm by the ear, left arm by the ear, stand up. We have 5. So we really want to just release the back in this forward round. And then when you put your butt down, you go as low as you can go without the heels lifting. And then we're just working on wherever you are today. The more you do these, the better they get. They're definitely challenging when you're new to them. But they're a great way to work on mobility. Hips, ankles, shoulders. We have one more here, so we're going around and down. Tuck that butt, lift the chest. Right arm, left arm, stand up. Last exercise is gate opener. So with a level pelvis and a tight core, we're going up and around. We're going to open the hip out to the side. When you set that foot down, do it with control. So we never want to just drop it. We want to go up, open, down. You have 10 on each side. Yeah, good work. So always, right away, when we start our warm-up, we want to be thinking about form, about core strength, core control, kind of being aware of what's happening in the center of the body, because we're going to use that throughout our workout today, so that you're relying on your core every exercise. Every exercise is a core exercise. So start thinking about it that way. You're always aware of what's happening in the middle. So like I said, today I'm going to show you guys lots of options. We've got upper body, lower body, core in each circuit. A little bit of everything in each circuit. Pick the level that best suits you. Challenge yourself a little bit, but listen to your body. Last gate opener here. This first circuit, you'll need just your hand towel, and that's for our second exercise. Our first exercise is a toe tap. With toe taps, you have 3 choices. And I usually like to give you level 1, level 2, and level 3. Level 1 is tap the toes on the floor, very low impact, arms reaching up overhead. So that's more beginner or lower impact. Level 2 is to tap the toes on the ground, and this can be fast or a little bit slower. Level 3 is to float the feet in the air, kick them out front, pretend you're kicking like a soccer ball, and go fast and pump the arms. Pick your level out of 1, 2, and 3. We have 45 seconds. We're going to get that heart rate up right away. Toe taps in 3, 2, 1. So, level 1, we're tapping, arms up. We're just getting the heart rate up. Level 2, maybe we're tapping on the ground, but we're pumping the arms a little bit higher impact. Level 3 is full out, lift the knees, pump the arms. Everybody's thinking about that core though, what's happening in the center. So even though I'm moving my arms and my legs, whether I'm high or low, still keeping everything tight in the middle. You're gonna have 15 more seconds here. You got it. To keep the arms going, high or low, move the arms. So maybe if I'm here, I'm gonna pump them. The goal of this exercise is to spike your heart rate. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1. How do I get your breath? So, we're going into plank up down. You again have 3 options. The plank up down can be on a wall. So imagine this is a wall. I'm leaning against the wall, and I'm just going to go down against the wall and press up. So I'm here, forearms push up on a wall. You can also do it on an elevated surface, like a table, a couch, a bench, down, down, up, up. Or level 3, high plank to your forearms, press up to your hands, back and forth. Those are our options. Pick whatever one's going to best suit you. We have 3, 2, 1, down, down, up, up. So forearms up to hands. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Good. Emily's got a perfect surface there. So basically you're keeping your plank. You're dropping to your forearms and pushing up, whether you're against the wall, elevated on the floor. Don't let your hips sag. Keep squeezing your butt. Keep lifting up. Emily, that looks perfect. She's the only one I can see, but I'm sure everyone else looks good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Grab your hand towel. We're going down to the ground this last exercise. And we're going to do a pass back and forth. So the towel's going to start between your feet. You're going to open up. Take it from your feet in your hands and open up. So we're just grabbing it. The lower your legs go to the floor, the harder this is. The goal is to keep the low back flat. Modification would be to simply have your knees bent and just open with bent knees, very small. Cool? All right. Take that towel between your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So you're going to take it with your hands open. Pass it back. Open. Modification is to bend the knees. Make this a much shorter range of motion. Challenge is to go all the way out, extend the legs straight, reach the arms back, pull your belly button into your spine. You must not let your back arch in this exercise. 20 seconds is halfway. This is the main focus here, is pulling the rib cage in and down. Woo, press the back flat to the mat. You guys look so good. Bend your knees as much or as little as you need to keep your low back flat. That's how you modify this. 5 seconds. Good work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody relax. Little breather. That's round 1. We're going to do that 2 more times. So we'll go more quickly these next 2 times. Now that we know it, you're gonna do toe taps, and then that plank up down. So whether I'm on a wall or a bench, my plank up down. So imagine even against the wall, same thing, right? We start in high plank, we go to our forearms, we press up, and we're trying to do that without rocking from side to side. Separating your feet wider can help with that. Just gotta hold your plank, whether you're on a wall, on a surface, or on the floor. All right. Strong work. Hopefully you got a drink of water while I was doing all that yakking. Toe taps. Level 1, level 2, or level 3. Let's kick this second round off. Ready, go. So level 1 is here. Level 2 is here. Level 3 will lift with feet. Doesn't matter which level you pick. Where are you today? What's going to challenge you? How hard can you work? How hard do you want to work? Right? It's always about where are you today that you're going to feel satisfied when you leave class? How hard do you need to push? 20 seconds to be happy with your effort today. It's for you, not anybody else. Good work. You have 15 seconds. Pump it, pump it, pump it. Remember, if you're doing low, you're here, but those arms are up. You're pushing that pace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Strong work. All right. Find that wall, that bench, maybe a desk, something that you can put your forearms on, maybe a sturdy couch. Up, down, 3, 2, ready, go. You want a little bit of a softer surface, I'm not gonna lie. This bench is kind of pokey. So we're going down, down, press up. If you needed to modify this exercise, you can hold a plank. That could be a plank on your forearms on the ground, a plank against the wall, a plank on an elevated surface. Just take out the movement. 20 seconds is halfway. Keep your butt down. Yeah, good work, guys. You guys look awesome. All you have to remember is that no matter where you are, you're in a plank position comparatively to the surface that you're facing, that you're doing your up, down, on. 3, 2, 1, looking strong, ladies, very strong. Down to the floor, we're gonna pass that towel back and forth. Milkshake's looking at you like, what are you doing? I think that's weird. I don't know. All right, towel between the feet. Remember, the modification is to simply make the range smaller. Everybody press your low back flat. 3, 2, 1, we go. So we're gonna take it back, we're gonna open up. Pass it back, open. You can challenge yourself by trying to take the arms and the legs all the way out straight. Or you can keep this smaller, bend your knees and just push your low back flat into the ground as you pass back and forth. It's totally on you to make sure that that low back stays flat and we are not arching. Doesn't matter beyond that how far you go. Find your challenge today. And relax, nice work. Water break, so grab a drink of water. We have one more round of that and my light's coming back on, you guys. It's good, I knew it would. The only time I had a real problem, these bulbs, when they start to go, they'll just randomly go off. I came in one day and both of these were off and I had to move over there. But of course they come back on after a little bit. Water, okay. We do have one more round of these 3. The last round is always your chance to push it. If you want to try higher or go harder, you toe tap. If on that up down, we can focus on being even more still. When we hit that pass back and forth, pull your belly button into your spine. Really tighten your core. Last time through, last chance to really get into these exercises. All right, toe taps. Level 1, 2, 3, ready, go. So level 1, level 2, level 3. And that level 3, we're getting those knees up like you had a ball in front of you tapping. Everybody's using your arms. So even if I'm at a 2, pump and pump and pump it. Level 1, I'm gonna reach those arms up because this is gonna help me get my heart rate higher because I'm not moving my legs quite so quickly. You guys got it. So with 20 seconds to go, that's halfway. Pump it all the way through the end. See if you can pick up your pace just a tiny bit. We don't do a ton of cardio, so let's make it count. You got it. Come on, 10 seconds, go. Woo, push. Almost there, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. to keep your butt down, your core tight. Emily, Y, that looks fantastic. Emily, IE, up on the wall, looking great, girl. You guys have 15 seconds, stay strong. So if I'm doing this on the floor, I'm gonna make sure not to rock too much from side to side. Maybe I pick up my pace a little bit. If I can, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Woo, take it to the floor. Last set of that pass. Good work. I think this one might be the challenge of the day, the first circuit. I always like to get all the good stuff out. Make the hardest stuff first. All right, remember, low back flat. Open up as much as you can without arching. 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna open it up. Take that back. Reach. Belly button into your spine. Ribs to hips. So pull your low back flat. Woo! So once you get to a point where you can really extend, then try to pull in and down and reach your fingers and your toes far away from each other. Even if I'm modifying, reach the arms, make them long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. So we'll take a little longer rest. Get some water. For your next circuit, you'll need your towel right away. And then if you have a mini band, we'll use it this round. If you don't have one, you'll use your towel. So either way, you'll be all set. This is gonna look a lot like what we just did. It's a little cardio, but we get legs too. Then arms, then core. When we get to the last exercise, when we do mountain climbers, it's gonna look a lot like what we did with our up downs, in the sense that you can do it on a wall, you can do it on a surface that's elevated, or you can do it on the floor, and it's all about holding the plank and then keeping that body still. So this time we're going to move the legs. So always want this to be nothing above the hips moves. If that bothers your wrist, you'll do it on your forearms. That's our last exercise. Our first exercise, take your towel in both hands, and you're going to try to rip it in half. So the whole time we do this, make sure the elbows are a little bent. But we're pulling on that towel like we're trying to rip it in half. And we're gonna skate and slice. So when I skate, I'm just going step, touch, and I'm pushing my butt back. That's my legs. My arms are slicing the air in front of me. So I'm just going slice, slice. So as I slice to the right, my left leg comes in. Slice to the left, right leg comes in. The more you sit, the harder that is. The faster you go, if you add a hop, the harder that is. Just be sure not to turn your shoulders or your torso. You gotta keep your core tight and everything hips and shoulders square so that we don't torque the low back. Let's try it, it's kind of fun. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna step, slice. Now once you get that, here's level 1. We're just stepping and slicing. Level 2, get down on your legs. Make this really strong. Level 3, we add maybe a little plyo hop side to side. We're just going chop, chop. Yeah, look at you guys. You look awesome. So just take it down to the side. Just keep it slow, controlled, or low in the legs, 20 seconds, or fast. If your core can manage that, just be sure you're keeping that core super, super, super tight. 10 seconds. Don't forget, keep pulling on that towel like you're ripping it in 2 pieces. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, if you don't have a mini band, you're gonna hold the towel and your palms face down and your wrists are in line with your elbows. If you have a mini band, same idea, except you're gonna put it over your hands, wrists in line with the elbows. With the towel, you're pulling your hands apart. With a band, you're pushing them. We're pushing down. Just going down, squeeze the back of the arm. See that? You can see it in my arm, the muscle that we're working. When we push down, we squeeze that tricep. All right, 3, 2, ready, we go. Shoulders down and back, push. Slide it up slow. Glue your elbows and your upper arm to the side of your body. Tuck your rib cage, squeeze your butt. So we're in this like tight tuck position that we always want to be in when we're doing that upper body. And then push your hands apart or pull them apart if you're using a towel and push down. Feel the resistance, like the air was thicker than water. You're pushing down, squeeze. Elbows up against the side of your body. Squeeze your elbows in. Yeah, there you go. Nice work, guys. Less than 10. Press the hands. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Worst that goes. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now we're at that mountain climber. So you're either on the wall, on an elevated surface, or on the floor. And we're moving knees in and out, butt down, high plank position. Forearms is an option if that bothers your wrist. All right, 3, 2, 1. So if I'm elevated, I'm still in that high plank and moving those knees in and out slow. Core tight. Nothing above my hips should move. I'm protecting my plank by dropping my butt, squeezing my core. That can be done against a wall. Yeah, it works. Good work. Emily's looking good, strong. 10 seconds. If you're on the floor, just don't let that butt sneak up in the air and try to keep your pelvis still. So I don't want to see a lot of bobbling around. Keep this control. Everybody relax. All right, quick drink of water. We got a break. I got to go unlock the door real fast. Be right back. Woo, all right. I have a client coming to grab shoes that she left here. Emily knows. Emily IE knows. She had to come get her boots yesterday. But it's raining. I'm going to send her a note real fast. All right. Good work on that first set. So we're going round 2. That slice and skate. Here to here. I really want you guys to feel your core on this one. So as you're slicing, you're pulling in ribs to hips like we would on like an anti-rotation chop. Same idea. So we don't turn the shoulders or the low back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to step. Slice, slice, slice. Bring that foot in. Take that towel down hard like you were trying to chop it through the air. Now, if you want to make this more challenging, you can either take it lower into a squat and you're sitting back, pushing your butt back, or you can add a plyo hop to this. Make it a little plyometric. 20 seconds is past halfway. It's your choice. You can stay here. Woo! Just make sure you're keeping that core so tight. Strong upper body, strong legs. You guys looking amazing. I see power, control. Keep pulling those hands away from each other. 3, 2, last one. Bam. All right. So we're pushing down. If you're using a towel, it looks exactly like a band. Elbows in, we press. Tuck your rib cage. Squeeze your booty. Ready? Here you go. So push it down. Slide it up. Always want to imagine, just like I said in mountain climbers, where only the legs move. In this exercise, only the arms move. So your core, your torso, everything's so stable, so tight. And then create tension in your hands. So whether we're pulling on the band or the towel, we're creating tension. That's going to fire up your shoulders, back of the arm, squeeze as you push this down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 10 seconds. Good work, guys. Push it down like you're sliding that through sand or water. There's resistance there. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Mountain climbers on the wall, on an elevated surface. If you cannot do this on your arms, you can do a standing high knee to modify. 3, 2, ready, you go. So last time that modifier looks like this, if you need it. Otherwise, we're either on hands or forearms. We're drawing the knee in, tucking the pelvis down, chest out, shoulders back, core so tight. Nothing below or above the hips is moving because you're so still. When you tuck that knee in, just be sure we're not rounding the back. Keep your plank. Good work. Nice. Emily looks great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay. Little break. One more round of this one. We are past halfway done with class already, you guys. Woo! I know. Today's going fast. Hopefully it is for you. Sometimes to me, the circuits just fly by because they're so quick. So, all right, when we do this last set, again, this is your chance to think about whether you can kick things up a notch. So if I'm doing my slice, there's a couple ways. One would be to use your legs more, to squat more or do that hop. The other way is to keep more tension in your hands and a lot more control through your core. So as you're coming down, you're squeezing in here as well. Whatever it is, let's pick a challenge and kick this up a notch last time. 3, 2, 1. So we're going step and slice, slice. So this can just simply come from the core control. I was talking to someone today who's been doing our virtual classes, and she said, man, I feel my whole body. She's like, you really use your whole body? I said, well, yeah, because that's how your body was made to work. It's how we move in life. So this exercise is total body right here. We got arms going, legs working, core squeezing so tight. You can make this happy if you want to kick it up a notch. You got 15 seconds to go. Maybe we're just going to add more tension, more tightness through the middle part of the body. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Band or towel, doesn't matter which. Keep tension on the hands. Keep the elbows tight up against the body. Tuck your ribs. 3, 2, 1. You go. Push it down. Shoulders back. Tuck your ribs. Tuck your butt. Oh yeah. So torso so tight, so still. And then arms are creating tension at the hands. Elbows are pushing in. So it's kind of like I always say when we do overhead stuff. The hands are pushing out, the elbows are pulling in. That's going to corkscrew your upper back to pull your shoulder blades down. And then you're going to push that down, slide it up. Feel the tension, feel the resistance. 10 seconds. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, so good. Push. Last time. Squeeze those hands apart. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, mountain climbers. Modification if you're not going to go down on your hands or wrists will be here. If you decided that just doesn't work for you, you can do a standing mountain climber. Otherwise, you're elevated on your forearms or your hands. Last round. 3, 2, 1. So we're taking the knees in towards the chest, but while we do that, we're being mindful of keeping the torso still and tight so that we're not rounding the back. That's the goal here. Keep the tailbone down so that the butt stays down. Eyes looking at the floor. 10 seconds. Good. So make sure not to hang the head, keeping it in line with the spine, but eyes are looking down. Strong work, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Water break. 1 more set of 3. And this one, if you have a band, we'll use a band. If you don't, I'll show you how to use a towel for it. And in this case, either will work, a loop band or a band without a loop, like a straight band. If you have that but no loop, that could work as well. And then the towel will work just fine too. So this last round, we've got a cardio exercise, upper body, and then legs. So same thing we said this whole class, right? We have 3 exercises left, 3 times through. It's about 10 minutes and we're done. So how hard do you want to work today? Our first exercise is very simple, but it's not necessarily easy. Hey girl, she just come to get her shoes. Bye, good to see you. All right, so invisible jump rope. You have level 1. Spin the rope, bring the knees up. No impact, you can keep it high intensity. Level 2, kind of like our toe taps, let's give it a little bounce. Level 3 is a full-on jump. Pretend you have a jump rope. 3, 2, ready, go. Level 1. Keep it marching and lift the knees. Level 2, a little bit of a bounce. Level 3, we're full up both feet. No matter which one you choose, get your arms going fast. So, this is not just about the legs, it's about the arms. You know, I always say that, right? We gotta move, 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 move. So we get lots of blood pumping. So with this, you start to feel your shoulders and your biceps too, because we're spinning that rope. So no matter whether we're doing high, middle, or low, get your arms moving. You have 10 seconds here. Last time for the exercises that get the heart rate up. This is it. Almost there. Woo. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. Bands pull apart. If you have a mini band, we're going to put our fingers inside of it and pull it this way. So shoulders down, upper back squeeze, little bend at the elbows. My arms are not straight, and I'm pulling my shoulder blades together. Straight band looks the same, just palms down. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together. If you're using a towel, what you have to do, pull it like you're gonna rip it, and then pull it towards you and squeeze your shoulder blades. So this one, you really gotta use mind muscle connection and pull your shoulder blades down and together. Let's try it all together. 3, 2, 1, you go. So if it's a towel, pull it in till it's about chest height, maybe a little lower. And then you're kind of in that like a push-up position with the elbows. Pull the shoulders down, squeeze the upper back. If you're using your mini loop, you're just pulling it open and relax. Pull it open and relax. So you want to squeeze, 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 rest the hands. Yeah, and it'll come together like that. If you're using a mini band, or sorry, not a mini band, a loop band, you're pulling and squeezing, same idea. Everybody think about your upper back, your shoulder blades. Squeeze them together, release it. Squeeze them together. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Last exercise is a squat hold. That's it. If this bothers your knees, you can do a wall sit at the wall, where you have your back up against the wall. Otherwise, we're gonna come about a little tiny bit wider than hips. Basic squat position where we're gonna sit back. We're gonna come down as low as we can. We're gonna tuck our tailbone and we're gonna hold it. Cool? All right. It's only 30 seconds, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Take it down, sit back. So make sure you're sitting back. Maybe you're leaning forward a little bit, but ideally we have a straight line from the top of the head to the tailbone. So eyes are looking out and down. Hands can be close to the body, like don't work your shoulders too hard by putting your arms out. You're already halfway there, 15 seconds. Can you lift your toes up? Can you tuck your butt down at all? Try. Over time, it gets easier, it gets better. We have 5 seconds. Toe touch squats help with this position. We're almost there. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Yesterday was a squat day, so those who were on yesterday, apologies for making you squat hold after squat day. Woo, grab some water. That's it. We got 2 more rounds of that one. And then we're done though. We're out of here. My husband hates when I say y'all. So apologies for saying y'all. I don't know why that's annoying, but he was coming to the workouts and one day he's like, why do you say y'all? It's like, that's weird. I'm sorry. Okay. Is it better to say you guys, which is what most of us who are from Ohio say. We don't say, I know some people from Southern Ohio who say y'all, so you guys probably do too. All right, invisible jump rope, pulling apart shoulder blades, and then that squat hold. We'll go through a little more quickly these last 2 times. Let's hit that jump rope. 3, 2, ready, go. Level 1, level 2, level 3. What is going to be a challenge for you but feel safe for your joints? What fits your level? You always have options, right? So you just gotta pick the one that's best for you. Don't push so hard that you're gonna regret it later, but you also don't wanna hold back so much that you're not really challenging yourself to the best of your ability. That's what makes us more resilient, more confident, more empowered. 15 seconds is by pushing just a little bit. Just a little bit. When you're like, whoo, I should stop, I should go here. And you don't, and you keep going. That's what makes you stronger. 3, 2, 1, rest. That goes for any and all exercises. That's what makes you stronger. Is hanging in there when you want to stop and going just a little bit farther. Shoulders down the back. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your shoulder blades. So if I'm using a band, I'm going to kind of pull it apart, and then I'm just going to pull my elbows back a little bit. But if you're using a towel, you're going to pull it all the way into you. So you can squeeze your shoulder blades down, pull down through the upper back. Imagine you're trying to get your shoulder blades to touch a wall. You're going to pull them back and down, 15 seconds. Yeah, you got it. So if I'm, yes, exactly. So I'm sliding, I'm squeezing. You guys look so good. Keep pulling the shoulders together. 5 seconds, whether it's with the band or with the towel. Squeeze, pull it, and relax. All right, we're going into that squat and hold. See if you can get a centimeter lower than where you really want to be. Just past comfortable. All right, weight in the heels. 3, 2, 1. We're going to sit back first, then drop it down and hold. You don't have to leave your arms out. You can hold them in. Make sure that if this feels okay in your knees. If it doesn't, a wall sit against the wall where you have 90 degrees is kinder to your knees. So that's always an option. Also a little bit higher squat, depending on what challenges you physically. Not everybody's squatting way down here. If you have great mobility, just make sure you don't sit on your heels. My butt is no longer doing anything right here. I'm in my joints. So make sure you got your butt up enough. 3, 2, 1, relax. That actually is a thing. That's super mobile, folks. I see them squatting, I'm like, you're not even, it's my knees. My butt's not even engaged. So make sure that you feel that in your booty. If you're feeling that squat, primarily in the tops of your thighs, a couple of tips would be to really sit back more and maybe lean forward a little more so you can keep your weight more back here. Then some of that is just awareness. Thinking about your butt muscles, kind of squeezing them. The thighs tend to get overly tired and they tend to kick on really fast. So we sometimes have to tell our body, like, this is where I want to work. So I should really sit back into that and lift your toes. That might help. You're always going to feel it in your thighs, though. Can't get rid of that completely. They're still working. Hey, last round. What are we going to do? We're going to find that little bit of extra challenge. This is literally it. 3 minutes and we're done. Jump up. 3, 2, ready, go. Maybe it's all the way. Maybe it's just a little bit more bounce. Maybe I'm doing that low. I'm going to pick my knees up. Get my arms going faster. This is still low impact, but it's more intense. Same thing here. Maybe I'm going to keep the impact low, but I can bounce a little faster. Maybe here I can get just a little bit more speed, a little bit more up off the ground. What's it going to be for you today with 20 seconds left to go? Last cardio move of the day. Spin that rope. Yeah, remember, I don't ask you to do it every day. But when we go there, it's so short. You got to push it a little bit, 10 seconds, get that little bit of discomfort. I want you to feel like you don't want to keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your towel or your band, shoulder blades. Squeezing, shoulders down away from the ears. Core tight. 3, 2, ready, go. Pull and squeeze. So engage that core, squeeze your back. Pull your shoulder blades down your back, squeeze them together. There's a pencil back in there, and you're trying to pinch it right in the middle of your back. So whether I'm using a band or I'm dropping my shoulders, pulling that towel in, push it away. When you push the towel away, you can also like relax them a little bit around it so you can really feel the engagement of contracting the shoulder blades by squeezing them in and down. Pull your hands apart hard, 10 seconds. You gotta keep pulling on that band or that towel like you're trying to rip it in 2 pieces. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that down. We're gonna squat and hold for 30 seconds and then stretch, and we are out of here. So, remember that tip. See if you can keep your weight further back so you don't just feel this in your thighs. Shoulders back, weight in the heels, ready, take it down, sit, hold. Yeah. Once you get there, see if you can go like just either a centimeter lower, or when you start to feel like, oh my God, my legs are burning so bad I need to stand up a little bit, don't do it. Make yourself wait at least 3 seconds. At least 3. You're already at 10 seconds left, so you might as well just stay where you are. You can finish this even if it's burning so bad. You have 5 more seconds. You can hang out for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Woo! You guys, that went so quickly. All right, water break, and then we'll take it down to the floor to stretch. Woo! Awesome work today. We will start on our back in our stretching. So we're going to lie all the way back and cross one ankle over the opposite knee. And then if it's comfortable to draw that leg in, maybe even reach through, grab the thigh, go for it. If not, you can stay right here with that foot on the ground. Start slowing down your breathing. Inhale through your nose. Exhale fully out through your mouth. Nice work today. Woo, mission accomplished. Hopefully whatever that intention was for today, you achieved it. You feel like you got the challenge that you wanted for today, whatever that looks like. Go ahead and switch sides. So right foot down, left foot, ankle over knee, draw that in, reach through and hold. Time to tell that central nervous system, it's cool, we finished our workout. We can kind of relax now. Stress is over. We conquered it. Awesome work. So that was circuit style. That is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I sometimes switch it up so it's not always that same format. It's always going to be slightly different exercises. It's always going to be total body. Go ahead and hug your knees in, roll yourself to seated legs out in front. And we cross that right foot over the left leg, and left arm's going to hug right leg. Sit up nice and tall. Tomorrow, as we're recording, this is Wednesday, and that is Strength 2 style. If you have weights at home, Strength 2 is going to be your jam. So we have an opportunity to use weights on deadlifts, overhead presses, and rows. If you don't, we still use bands and other tools. Go ahead and switch sides. So we're going to flip it. Other side, you don't have to turn around. I just turn around so that I can keep my face towards you guys. So sit up nice and tall. Stretch through that leg. But either way, join us sometime this week. Friday, Strength 3. Thursday, we got circuits. Saturday, I'm doing a 10 a.m. class. It is a holiday weekend, so I'm not doing the 8:30 class. I'm doing the 10 a.m. class this Saturday. Go ahead and come to standing. And then as we record this, Monday is Memorial Day, so we will be off that day. No classes on Monday. Reach it forward, draw the shoulders down, draw the belly into the spine, flatten out that back. So we're just reaching through the upper back, kind of almost like a standing version of our cat-cow. Keep that nice, slow, deep breathing. Inhale, long, full exhale. Take those arms back behind, roll the shoulders back, chin up, chest up, open through the front of that body. This is your best friend stretch when you're working at your computer all day. To get up and kind of pull those shoulders up out of the ears. This is one that I always think feels so good. Just to kind of counteract all that forward posture we do. Right arm across, I'm gonna hug that in. I don't know what kind of setup you guys have, those of you guys, most people are still working from home, not everybody, but if you're working at home, I hope you have a good desk. My husband's using our good desk, so I've been standing at my kitchen counter, which actually works pretty well. Go ahead and switch sides. Except that I started having to wear shoes because my feet hurt so badly from standing on my kitchen floor in socks for 2 days. It's like one thing or another, right? I was like, okay, I gotta get a bath mat, stand on a bath mat, I don't know. Get it all set up. I put the computer on a step stool, it works. Hands to the thighs, we're gonna stretch that back of the legs first. So eyes to the floor, nice flat back. So shoulders back, chest out. We're looking down and we're stretching through the back of the legs here. Once that feels good, if you want to get your low back, you can slide your hands down towards the floor, let your head come along. Head hangs heavy at the end of that neck, maybe you roll that head from side to side. That feels good too. I'm just gonna let that low back stretch. From there, we'll draw the arms up the legs, so keeping it all close to the body. Shoulders up to the ears and down 3 times. Up and press back. Then we always finish with a deep breath. Inhale, reach up. Blow it out through your mouth as you drop your arms. Yeah, one more time. Big deep breath. Inhale, reach. Big breath, exhale out. Give yourselves a hand. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being there. Thank you for working so hard today and for joining me. Always good to have you.